Alright, this time the Quick Speed Shop. I'm back working on the red Willys Jeep. I've got to get the windshield installed. I'm making some new steel mounts up above for the gasket. We're trying to make this rubber that doesn't fit, and hopefully get the glass in it. So stay tuned, all that's coming up right now. I'm a professional, don't try this at home. So back over here on the windshield, this is where I stopped last night or a couple days ago. Got the metal piece made up in here for this side, got the rubber hanging on it. Now I've gone ahead and I've done the same thing, made one for this side. And as you can see, fighting with this rubber here. Hold on. Well, whatever. As you can see, I went and I cut the center bar out. That was too short. It was here about 1.5 inches too short. And also, look, you put the gasket on here. The gasket is also about 1 inch too long. So I went on the internets and I looked up this windshield frame gasket for these Willys Jeeps, and apparently there's only one manufacturer, and I bought this probably 3 or 4 years ago, and it's been just hanging around that long. But a lot of people on the internet had the same problem. The rubber in the center was too short, and the thing was too long on the top. And it turns out they were made wrong. Whoever is making them, I would guess offshore probably, and there's only one supplier that does all the, like Kaiser Willys and a bunch of other Willys supply places. There's only one source for the rubber. So I did the right thing. I went and I cut it all apart. I notched it down here so I can slide the glass in. I cut this out, and I'm just going to have to use RTV or something to glue this up. And then when I get this fit up, I'm going to have to trim this off here where it's too long. Obviously, you bought a gasket that was like $90 and it didn't work right, you'd probably be kind of mad. Since this thing's just an off-road truck, I don't really care. I can make it work. I can patch it up with the urethane or RTV and make it work. That's what happens sometimes with aftermarket parts. You're at the mercy of the manufacturer, and if there's only one person that makes it, you're kind of, stuck with what you got. So that's where we're at with the rubber. I'll make it work. We'll figure it out. But I've got the second piece of metal here. I got zip screws installed. The windshield trim is going to cover up these zip screws, so I think I'm just going to leave this zipped right up in here. That'll be fine. It's going to lock it in perfect. Okay, I got the windshield pieces here made. I just threw a coat of paint on them, red, real fast. I've sanded all the red off here and reprimed this, and it's a little tacky, but I'm going to recoat this again. But I'm getting these screwed on here, and I'm going to let them tack up and kind of seal up and dry. And tomorrow morning I'll put some seam sealer up at this gap right here to seal all this, and then hit it with another coat of paint. And then we'll be able to put the windshield gasket right up in there. Now all these little gaps here, the gap here and the gap in the center, I'm going to seam seal all this. Then the rubber will go right up in there, and I'll seal it from the back side, so that'll be fine. Got the rubber hanging here. This stuff likes to fall right off. Don't fall off. Oh. So I gotta let this tack up, and then I can seam seal that up there. Okay, so stuff's dried enough where I can put the seam sealer on there. I got this Dynatron gray seam sealer here. So I've taped this off. Actually, I put the glove on the wrong hand. Hold on a second. What I'm going to do is take the seam sealer, and I've taped this off here like this. I can use the tape to keep the seam sealer in a nice tight little thing. So I'm just going to squeeze it on out into the gap. Can't see here. Hold on. And I'm just going to layer on a bead right now, and then I'm going to smooth it with my finger and push it in there. Like that, and I'll take my finger. Kind of got a lot on here, but I'm going to push it right down tight into the groove. Okay, just want to take a break here from working on the red Jeep. I want to show you something new I got, an early Christmas present. I traded a trailer and a little bit of money for this this camera here. Let me show you. I'm making a new DSLR filming rig for the thumbnails and the far away shots. So I'm on the GoPro right now, but we're gonna take a look at this camera. So it's a Canon 60D DSLR flip out screen on the back here. I put a wide angle lens on it, brand new from Canon. This is a 10 to 18 millimeter wide angle lens for doing the wide shots of in the garage here. I got a new cheapy Techstar shotgun mic on top with the shoe mount here. I've used this Techstar mount on my other camera that I used before, but we can see this thing is super cool here. I got it set up. I was doing the intro shot for the red Jeep that we're working on here in this video. So I just set this up here. I can turn it on. Bam, like this. The cam turns on. I turn on the mic up top. Then I got my shot here, and then I can flip the screen ahead. So here, when I do my intro, I can see what's going on here in the screen, but always look at the camera, look at the lens, don't be looking over here. But the thing should work good here. I haven't got any, I put a brand new 128 megabyte card in it, and it should be able to do all my stuff here. But I'm going to be doing a lot of filming on a GoPro, because I've done a couple of videos now, mostly by GoPro action like this, and I like the up-close feel, especially the media mod that's on this thing. So now I got the DSLR over here working for the big shots, and I'm super excited to be able to try to be more like YouTube professional guy. I don't know really what I'm doing. I'm not a photographer. I'm not a videographer. I'm doing everything here at about a second grade level, but hopefully it makes a little bit better content for you guys. And now let's get back to working on the red Jeep. So there we go. That should be good. Gonna let it tack up for a little bit, then I'll peel the tape off, and it should, while it's still soft, then the edges of it should lay down and make a nice little line. But I gotta not touch stuff because I got it on my hand here. You can see it just, I just spooged it in there. When I peel the tape off, it'll make a nice little, show you here. Oh, crap, the tape is sticking. What in the world? Oh, alright. This blue tape sucks. I got some kind of bogus roll. Blue Hawk. Oh, whatever. So I better peel that off now before it gets too carried away. But you see what I'm doing? It'll seal it up good, and then tomorrow I can paint it up. Alright, it's the next day. The seam sealer is all sealed up. I actually had to redo it because when I peeled the tape off, it took a bunch of it out with it, so I had to kind of smooth it by hand. But I got in there, then I hit it. I had sanded this down. I hit another coat of primer on there, so it's all sealed up and dried up now. I just got my red paint, my brush out here, like I did last time. I'm just going to brush paint this with a foam brush right quick. Paint this up red, and then get it drying so we can work on getting this windshield installed. Okay, so finally the paint is dry. It's a little tacky, but I was able to get the rubber up on here anyways. And what I'm going to do is use some dish soap here, and we're going to get the glass out. I'm just going to put a little bit of dish soap around the edge of the glass. I'm going to start with the driver's side first and just try to slide it in most of the way. And then I'm going to have to peel the rubber up over the top of it. We'll go inside and check that out. So I'm going to go ahead and try to fight with it and get it up in here. But this dish soap will help lube up the rubber and make it slippery, so they should pull out real easy. And then I can just wash it off with the glass cleaner when I'm done. So let's get the windshield out. I'm going to move you around, set you up on the inside here, and we'll check it out and see how it works. Here we go. So I got the windshield. Really sure how to do this. I might just take a... Not sure how to get this in here. There we go. Just kind of lube this up a little bit with some soap. Right down the way here. So I think I can slide the rubber like this along the bottom of the channel, get it most of the way over here. Oh, there we go, got it all the way down in there, it looks like. And get it shoved in close. I got to either use that wire. I got to get a plastic pry tool. I've just got this vice grip up here to hold the glass from falling out. But it's starting to go good. If I can peel the glass around this corner, then I can run the top gasket right up over it, and it should go right in there. Let me get a plastic tool I can work on this with. Okay, so I went and I did a couple tricks here. First, I put some wire in the gasket. This is just 12 gauge THHN wire that's slippery, and I should be able to use that maybe to pull the gasket from the inside and pop it around. I've also got some plastic little tools I can use here. I got these from the trash at work. They're like tensile specimens, but they make windshield little pry tools and plastic stuff like this. I just save these so they're throwing them away, but they come in handy here. So I can use this to get in the rubber and help work it around the glass and all that. So I got a couple of these to work with. So I think we'll climb back in here. But before we get to all that, I got a problem. I got to go to work. I got a water main break I got to go deal with. So it's going to be a few hours dealing with that. So I guess I got to go back to work out in the cold and work on that. But you guys hang on. I'll be right back. Alright, I got a couple options here. Let me take this vice grip off. I'm going to try my wire trick here first. If I come over here and I push the glass where it's got to be and pull the wire, it'll pull the rubber up around. Got to go in. Should pull the rubber up and around. Ah, oh, crap. Pulled it out. Shoot. Let's try this way. Oh, the wire pulled out. Dang it. Alright, I'm going to pull that out of there for a second. I'm going to try my plastic tool here. So you kind of need like 3 hands to do this. Oop. Dang it. Come on, baby. What is this? Well, that was the first one, the first side. That was a struggle. Hopefully I can get the other side in without too much trouble. I gotta kind of slide it past here and get her started and pretty much push her up in there just like this one. But the driver's side is definitely installed. Looks pretty good. And then when the windshield trim goes on the back, it holds the rubber from the back side and pushes the glass out to hold it out up in there. But there we go, one side installed. Bam. All right, I got the rubber all soaked up here. I'm gonna try to do the same thing. This is the right way. Let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to start her out in here or not. Oh. Probably not. Makes more sense. The center bar is fighting me. Okie dokie. So I'm afraid of. This side's going to be a real chore. I purposely cut the center rubber so I could have it out of the way. This side is going to be a lot trickier. Trickier. Why? What's this? Oh man. So the gasket unpeeled in the front a little bit there. I gotta try to get that up. It's in the rubber now. I just gotta try to cycle the rubber up around. I don't know how that's gonna work. This is a nightmare. Well, it was a super struggle. I had to take the glass back out because the gasket kept falling off the top. I actually put the top in first, then worked the bottom. I pinched it here once on the bottom with the plastic. Finally got it around. So I got both pieces are installed. You can see how many more times my hand was on this one. It's completely covered with nonsense. Now I got to try to get this center rubber piece jammed up in here, but it looks like it's going to be a little wide. I don't know how this is going to turn out. What a nightmare. Shoot, which side is the outside now? That would have been nice to keep track of. It's that side. I think maybe I can just like kind of wad this through and work it. But I don't know how it's going to work out. Ah, tight like a tiger. Alright. I'll be able to just take my sticks and push one side through. That might be the answer. Thing wants to fight me the whole freaking way. Stop fighting me! Get in there! Alright. I do not know why it wants to fight. Like the rubber won't go on. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go on and come off. And go on and come off. Can't you just, how about just going on once and staying on there? That'd be a lot easier. Well, I'm going to keep working the center piece. I'm just going to have to work and get it up in there. But you're getting the idea here. It's a struggle. Where's the glass guys when I need them? Oh, bam! I finally got both of them in here. About 2 hours it took me. Man, what a nightmare. But I finally pulled the center stripe piece up in there. Here you can see where it's short. Like I said before, this is manufactured wrong, and the internet told me that. But I bought this about 4 years ago, so I'm just going to spooge it up with some RTV down here, or some windshield urethane, one of the two. And I'm going to back tape this and fill all this in, build this up. But you won't see that because the sheet metal center stripe piece goes over it here, and then there's a piece of trim on the inside that screws into these 3 screw holes. But it came out, finally it came out pretty good in here. The glass, as you can see, if you look through the glass, it is pretty scratched up. Just because it's original, it's got a lot of sand checking and stuff on it, probably from being sitting by the sandblaster, and my dad ran that a bunch of times. But it came out good, the glass is back in. I didn't have to get any new glass made. I didn't have to have the glass guy do it, so I saved probably $100 there. And fought it and got her up in there. So now there's windshield trim that goes around it. It's gray like this. this gray trim around the doors. It was pretty rusty because the windshield had been leaking on it, so I went and I rust converted it, and I just painted it. The color that came out the closest was this engine enamel. It's a new Ford gray, like on the 80s Ford engines. So I went over and I shot it here, and you can see the pits there, but it came out good, and I threw a coat on it. The stuff dries super fast, so it's already I can already handle it. So I'm going to put these in. I probably don't have enough screws to install all the way because I think some are missing and some were stripped out. I'm going to put a couple in to hold it in there. I really want to get this centerpiece on so I can put the outer piece on there. But you got to put this on first, or I'm sorry, you got to put the big trim on first before you can put the centerpiece on. All right, bam, check it out. I got the trim all installed here. I got the rubber piece down the center and the center screws all tightened up here. Got the rearview mirror up on there. This new Ford gray engine paint is almost identical to the faded original trim over here on the door, if you can see that. It's a little bit newer and shinier because it's gray, obviously, but it's close enough for what I'm doing here. And the windshield is all installed now with the new gasket action. Super awesome, super happy with it. It was worth the struggle. And up here, the trim covered up all the zip screws for that piece put in there. So it looks like it's all, you know, I can't see that got put in. And I got the super heavy duty header panel up here now. Here's the original interior light. But the interior is all done now for as much as I'm going to do for now. And it looks good. Oh no, the outside glass cracked right there when I put this last screw in, just the outside pane, because it's not cracked on the inside. Son of a gun. Well, can't have nothing nice, I guess. Well, whatever. So I'm happy with the way it came out. It should be pretty leak proof. I RTV'd all those spots there that were missing and got it glued down there. Got the center bar in. Got the wiper holes here plugged with these rubber plugs. I might put a couple of stainless bolts in here just to plug up the squirter holes. But overall, that's good. It's good enough for what I'm doing and be good enough to go out and run this thing around some more now. And I'm glad I finally got the windshield in after like 3.5, 4 years, whatever it's been. Yeah, about 4 years, because I started working on this in 2016, 2017. So finally got it back together. The last thing I can do is change this water pump out. So next time I'm going to be working on that. The water pump's got a wobbly bearing in it. So we'll swap out the water pump and the red Willys Jeep will be pretty much done for now. So that's it. Bam. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm putting out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Hit the bell for alerts. Tell your friends. And we'll see you right back here at the Quick Speed Shop. Button up the red 59 Willys pickup.